135 days left. If you haven't applied, if you're not aware of the student loan forgiveness programs, I'm talking about the public service loan forgiveness and the income driven repayment forgiveness that you can possibly be eligible for only if you take action before the deadlines. Are you aware of what you need to do? It's not simply filling out a form. If you don't structure it correctly, if you make the wrong decisions, then 100% you will not get the benefits of this limited opportunity. Every week, I'm doing a live webinar. You'll see a link in the description that you can register now. You need time for this to work. So I encourage you, if you hear this message, do not procrastinate. Register now, sit in the webinar, take advantage, take action. Until next time. If you're a little bit older like me, a little bit older, and you came from, I graduated back in the 90s, late 90s, you might have got under something called IDR, Income Driven Repayment Plan. Now, whether you knew it or not, if you got under this payment plan, it said, this is again, the federal government, Department of Education said, if you make payments for 20 to 25 years under an income-driven repayment plan, the federal government will wipe away your student loans. Here's the problem. They didn't keep track of your payments. Up until 2013, they found that these loan servicers didn't even know what you paid, when you paid, and they didn't keep track of it. So we got people going into retirement with student loan debts after 30, 40 years from something they did 34 years ago, and it should have never been there. So in order to fix this, there's been a series of lawsuits, changes that are temporary to fix it. So that's what we're doing here today.
That there's errors, there was issues with the program, and what's happening right now, there's a correction. What do they call it? If you're flying in a plane and it veers off, it's a course correction. So it's a way to kind of set things right and put them back on course.
Absolutely. And that just brings us right into the next question. This is preliminary questions we're going to bring up before the webinar. And if you haven't signed up, let me tell you again, in every video you see under my channel that talks about this, you'll see links in the description. You'll see two links. One is to register for Professor Imfan Akpan's conversation about 501c3s, because it's connected to maybe you want to start a nonprofit so you can get credit moving forward in case you're in a payment plan that will take you 20 years to get rid of. How about you do what you like to do, create a nonprofit if that's what you desire to do legally, and move forward and be in a position where you can get those student loans paid off quicker. So that's an option. And also the PLSF and the IDR, two different things. So I want to make sure who can come to this. If you have a student loan and you're in a public sector, you should come to this course. If you are in a nonprofit organization, you should come to this course. And if you have a student loan, and this is my personal opinion, and you're in a Gen X or you're a millennial, you probably had a student loan for at least 10 to 15 years, you should come to this course. So I've given very specific, almost everyone should come to this course.